you want to pick up some extra efficiency for your 2024 or newer Tacoma after adding on larger tires or extra gear, a cold air intake will definitely help, and this K&N Series 77 High Flow Performance Cold Air Intake will be a solid choice to check out. Now, with the FI or turbo application of the 2.4 liter, this cold air intake can make a difference when it comes to your performance and the sound of your Tacoma if you're searching for a little boost and some improved turbo noise underneath the hood. Now, it will also be great if you live in a climate that sees a lot of dust or pollen or other micro contaminants that you don't want getting into your intake system and want a filter that's not only going to offer a higher flow, but also better filtration for cleaner air going into the system. Now, with that, I do want to point out that this being a heat shield and high flow application, this is going to be best suited for street driving, drier climates, or wherever that's not going to see water fording or hazards that could get to the filter easily. In addition to that, it's also not going to be CARB certified, so just keep that in mind while you're shopping around for your truck. Now, first and foremost, the open heat shield build and the straight through style intake tube is what's giving this cold air intake the high flow performance name, directing more air and colder air into the intake system to help out with your performance numbers, even more so if you add a tune on top of it. The turbo on the Tacoma is also noticeable even with the factory intake, so when opening it up with a higher flow application, you'll be able to really hear the induction noise with this setup. The filter will also be a big benefit to this system with an oil build that will have a higher flow rate than a dry media, especially the factory one, and the oil will trap everything that you don't want getting through. It's also going to be reusable for the lifetime of the intake system with a cleanable material to enjoy the benefits of this system for years to come. Now, breaking this system down into parts for the construction, this will have a silver aluminum intake tube offering a polished and bright appearance underneath the hood. Now, the heat shield will have a thinner steel construction with a textured powder coat on top, being durable and rigid inside the engine bay and providing a solid wall with a rubber hood seal to keep all of that hot engine bay air away from the filter. Speaking of the filter, that's going to consist of a 4-layer pleated and very breathable cotton gauze with red filter oil, which gives it that color for the sportier look, but that's what's going to absorb the dirt and any contaminants that make its way to the filter. This kit will also come with stainless steel clamps, heat-resistant couplers, and all of the necessary hardware that's needed for a straightforward installation. Now, this will be a premium choice for a cold air intake around $525. Now, compared to others in the category, this is going to be one of the highest flow options thanks to the heat shield and the oil filter, which is great for sportier applications compared to other more protected choices. It's also going to sport some durable and long-lasting materials, especially with the reusable filter, in addition to that bright, polished appearance, if those are some of the qualities that you're looking for in an intake system, making this a great choice for you. Installation is going to be an easy 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, taking about an hour or so to complete with some basic hand tools. But at this point, I'm going to pass it over to one of our installers. They're going to take you through a detailed breakdown process of how to get this onto your truck at home. So that's going to wrap it up for my review. Let's go ahead and get into the install.
For this install, you need a 3/8 ratchet, an extension, a 10 deep and shallow socket, an 8mm socket, diagonal cutters, clip removal tool, Phillips head screwdriver, and 3mm Allen wrench. All right, today we're going to be installing an intake on our Tacoma, so let's get started. All right, so we're going to start by removing our fresh air duct. So you'll see 4 push clips going across it. These are very easy to install. Just going to push down until they snap. And then this will lift up right out of the way. Just make sure you don't lose them. And then we can remove our whole fresh air duct. All right, we're gonna grab our clip removal tool and take our wire off of our box here. So just get under the clip, get that out of the way. We can disconnect our mass airflow sensor. Just push the clip down and pull it off. All right, now we're gonna grab our ratchet and 10mm socket. We're gonna loosen this clamp down here. Now with our clamp loose, we should be able to remove our whole air box. All right, now we're just gonna break our hose off of the inlet down here and then lift our whole box up. All right, what we need from our factory air box is our sensor right here. So we're gonna grab a Phillips head screwdriver, take the 2 factory screws out. pull your sensor out. All right, now we're just gonna put our sensor into our new pipe and install it with our supplied hardware. So we have two 3mm Allen bolts. Thread them in. Grab our Allen key and tighten them down. Next, we're gonna put our seal around our heat shield here. So we're gonna start at the bottom, right next to this mount down here. So just push this over and just work yourself and just work your way around, following all the curves. Just gonna keep going around till you hit this other mount over here. Once you get all the way around, just make sure it's seated all the way. All right, we're gonna cut off the extra down here with a pair of diagonal cutters. Now you may not be able to cut this with a normal pair of scissors because there is metal in this. So that's why I'm using this. Cut that off. And we're gonna put our last strip down at the bottom here. Now if it is a little long, do the same thing, just cut the extra off. Just like that. All right, now we're gonna put our air filter adapter on. So it's gonna go through the front side here. You're gonna spin it till you line up the two bolt holes. And we're gonna secure it with our supplied 10mm hardware. Grab our ratchet with our 10mm socket and tighten that down. All right, and you see the two other holes on the end here. That is for our logo. So we're gonna put this through the front side, like so, and our locking tab on the back. Just like that. All right, now we're gonna grab our ratchet and deep 10mm socket. And we're gonna take off our two factory mounts here and here. All right, now we can install our new heat shield. All right, now we're gonna get our heat shield into place. So we're gonna be going to this mount and this mount. So get our shield in place. So get our supplied 10mm bolts, thread them in. Now you might not be able to see the back one because it is blocked. But just thread that through our new heat shield. Then we'll grab our ratchet with an extension and 10mm socket and tighten those two down. All right, so now we're gonna take our smaller straight coupler and one of our smaller clamps. We're gonna slide that over our inlet down here. Just gonna push that all the way down. Get our clamp ready. We are going to put our other coupler over our intake tube. But first we're gonna put one of our two larger clamps over our coupler. Just like that. Slide that over. Put our other clamp over. And slide that onto the adapter, like so. Get our other smaller clamp on our lower adapter and get that tube into place. Get everything adjusted properly, and then we can tighten all of this down. So we're gonna grab our ratchet with our 8mm socket and tighten all of our clamps down. And we're going to grab our factory harness and plug in our mass airflow sensor. And then we can install our air filter. All right, so we have our clamp already on our air filter. Get that down in here, over our adapter. And grab our ratchet with our 8mm socket. If you need to, you can put your extension on to make it a little bit easier. And tighten that down. All right, we're going to reinstall our fresh air duct. So we're going to get that into place. And for our clips, we're just going to push them back through so they stick up and get them into location and secure them down.
So that is going to wrap it up for my review and the install of this K&N Series 77 High Flow Performance Cold Air Intake System fitting all 2024 and newer Toyota Tacomas, and you can find this right here at extremeterrain.com.